Hello, beautiful souls. How are you today? It is September 3rd, 2023. I'm so happy to be with you. I've had a little bit of a break, and this will be not as long of a video, I don't believe, but this is definitely something that needs to come out. 1:11 on the clock. Um, so the last few weeks, this has been a message that's come through my own channeling, other people that I respect, their channeling. This is the message that's coming through. If you're connected, you have received it. I have been asked to push it out to the masses because it is exactly the key. And you might wonder what that is. It's easier than you imagine, easier than you've been presented. It's not as difficult. It actually takes us right back to our heart space. Love. Love is the answer. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of division. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of things that are intentionally occurring that create a lot of the low vibrational emotions and feelings that feed the beast, right? And that is where we have to break the connection. Like we have to stop being so compliant and feeding into the shit that they've been creating, right? So whenever you encounter information and your fear response kicks in, I want you to really, really, really try hard to take a step back. Put put a pin in it. Put a pause on that effect that it's having on you. And really truly ask yourself, is this information for me? Is this true and accurate for my timeline? The intuition that we all have, that we've been talked at, that we've been told is not to be um, trusted, is the only thing that's not fuckable. Okay. A lot of other things, our mind, our ego, there's a lot of divination things that are really just to confirm what your intuition is telling you. So you have to be in tuned and open to what your intuition is saying. You go in search of answers. The answers are within you. How do you find the answers? You tune in. You realize what makes your entire being resonate because that is the truth. Truth resonates within your soul. If it's not true, you either get a lack of a response or it's a fear response. It's a negative emotional response. It's a shame response. It's a blame response. It's a victim mentality response. That is not for you unless you choose it to be. It's how we co-create our reality. We literally get to choose. And if you have been one that has been kind of following along and buying in to the different narratives that get shoved down your throat week after week, day after day, it's up to you to stop the chaos. Turn it off. Walk the other way. Stop listening to it. Exercise your free will choice to make better choices that actually give you a much more positive environment in your life. Love from the space of the heart chakra, true love is stronger than any evil. True love is stronger than anything that may have closed a mind or closed a heart, closed a door, or closed a soul. Love is the key that opens it. True love. Love is the most powerful tool that we have. And I say tool because it really should be used as a tool. It is in our tool belt to be loving and compassionate and kind and empathetic to our brothers and sisters. That is what we were put here to do. That's been lost. That message has been heavily trampled on. It doesn't mean it's not the answer. It means we've been fed things that actually drive other narratives. So whenever you're told that the world is ending and you're in this fear state and all these things are occurring around you where basically the whole planet is on fire and there's all sorts of things that your mind cannot make sense of because they're senseless acts, you have to go back inside. You have to dig deep down. And that's where I ask you to call on Saint Germain. Saint Germain is able to, with that violet flame, give you a power of discernment and heighten, attune that discernment of whatever's coming your way to help you understand what your intuition is guiding you toward or against. So whenever you get in touch with what is your aligned path, aligned to source creator and aligned to your soul contract, when that alignment starts to take shape, the people, places, and things in your life that have been manipulating you for days, weeks, months, decades are going to rebel. You have been a power source for them. You have been their crutch. You have been their whatever. But it's been in their highest and best good and not yours. So as you align and as your power aligns and gets stronger and you remain sovereign and you are true to yourself, those beings that are not supposed to be in your path will have hissy fits. They will throw temper tantrums. They want to set you off course. They want to derail you. Again, it doesn't mean that what you're doing is wrong. It doesn't mean that the steps that you're taking are wrong. In fact, I challenge you to say you will only get those attacks whenever you are on the right path. When you are doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, that is honoring your soul contract, your sovereignty, doing what's best for you, you will get pushback because the people around you that have been taking advantage of you for however long don't want to lose that energy source. And they've been taking as much as you've been willing to give. So you enforcing a healthy boundary is going to make their life less cush, but it really is for your highest and best good. So that is a change in perspective, right? Don't keep doing what you've been doing and then wondering why you don't get a different response. You have to make some changes. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to be in your own best friend and go within because the truth has been there the whole time. You've just been manipulated by your mind and your ego to do things that serve this life and people in this life, people, places, and things in this life that are far less significant, but also louder, right? Like the squeaky wheel. You are a culmination of all your soul's lives, all of them. That is the wisdom you want to tap into whenever you start looking for your discernment to kick in and your intuition to guide you. The ego and the mind in this life and this body has only been developing for this life and this body. It doesn't go on like our energy bodies do. It has no wisdom. It is purely selfish and out for its own best interest. Source creator, on the other hand, and all of your angels, archangels, guides, ascendant masters, they are with you for the long haul. And they've been with you from the beginning and they will be with you to the very, very end, whenever that occurs. It's not the end of the matter, which is the form that you walk around in. It would be the end of your energy body. Who knows when that's going to be? Because we have all lived many, many, many lives. Many lives. So choose the path that aligns your soul to your soul's contract. If you are just starting out on this journey, I know that there's a lot of people recently that are raising their hand and going, yeah, this doesn't add up. Please come visit us. I'm going to put the link to our Telegram group for Healing Disclosures in the description of this video. And what I want you to understand is you don't need to have the answers in the beginning. We help you just get to the point where you're clear and you can have an undistorted communication with your guides, your higher self, source creator. And from there, you're able to use the gifts and abilities that have been there all along to discern what truth is for you, from within you. I do not sell a story. This is not my story. This is your story. I just help you figure it out. I just help you find it and weed through all the manipulations that we've all gone through in this life. It does take work, a little bit of courage, and a whole lot of faith. But as this has marked my 1 year anniversary of this faith journey, I can tell you with 100% certainty that it is worth it. Absolutely 100%. I've never been so blessed. I've never been so calm, loved, supported, and at peace than I have been since I decided to walk away from the matrix and continue to move in the direction that my soul contract has guided me, and my guides, Ascendant Masters, Source Creator, has guided me. Because of other people's free will choices, that tends to change a little bit. Okay. You only want to focus on about 24 hours. 24 hours. If you invest too much too far down the road, then you're going to miss the magic and the miracles that are right before you right now. And what's happening too far down the road has not been written yet because of other people's free will choice. You want to really, really, really focus on you, on your soul. What feels good? What gives you that filled cup feeling? What really makes your soul come alive? Whatever it is, walk out in nature, ride a bike, paint, draw, sing, listen to music, dance. That's what you should be doing. Everybody else can be chaotic. Everybody else that wants to feed into the beast, let them, even if they're in your own family. Go to your room, shut the door, set your safe space, and be you. You have permission to do that. That is your right. You don't need to be what anybody else wants you to be. You're supposed to be what you're intended to be, what you contracted to come to this life to do. And as soon as you shut the people up that have been manipulating you around in your life, people, places, and things, they're not in your highest and best good. You know that because you can ask your higher self. And if you can't, because you're so full of negative energy, come visit us in Healing Disclosures. We'll get your energy cleared out. We'll get your golden crown activated, and you will be able to use all the abilities without any distortions and find your truth. Love is the key. Love is the answer. Whenever you see things or someone shows you something or you feel something and it causes one of those low vibrational feelings of fear, shame, blame, stop. Realize that may be someone else's reality, but it doesn't need to be your reality unless you choose to buy into it. It is a choice. When you turn it off and you stop feeding the beast, you will all of a sudden have this level of peace and calm because you are no longer being volleyed around like a volleyball on other people's agendas of negative information, but you are grounding your own energy and centering it to earth, to Hunamatea. And from there, when you connect to source and the heart chakra of the earth, you can't go wrong. You are enveloped in a pillar of light. Those are all tools that we have learned over the last several months and years. And I invite you to come and help organize your chaos, right? We all have chaos around us. I do every single day, but I don't choose to give it my energy. That may be for someone else, but it's not for me, and I'm not going to do it. My calm and my peace and my sovereignty took me too long to get here, and I will fight to protect it. And that is where I want you to be because it's yours. Don't let them keep taking your power. Don't let them keep forcing you to feel like a victim. It's only your reality if you make it so. Love is the only answer. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll talk to you.